What is up, heroes of Dominion? My name is Charlie. This is Hero War Central. Happy Monday, everybody. It's been a crazy weekend. Crazy out of nowhere weekend. And it's funny how being away from the game causes you to miss so much stuff. Just find it interesting. Anniversary event is live. We have Path of Greatness, which I don't even know what that is. Hopefully we get some kind of information about it today or later on. Completely forgot that the anniversary event on Facebook and web went live last night. I had intended on staying up to do the quiz. Didn't do the quiz, didn't get top 3. That's okay. That is okay. I never use any of the avatars anyway, but here we are. We have a little bit of stuff to talk about. We got some quality of life changes coming to Hero Wars Mobile potentially. We have some skin discussion. And today we are, if we have time, we're going to start building our best heroes to level conversation on all versions of the game. The game has been around for 7 years on Facebook and web. A little bit less than that on mobile, but I don't really feel good about doing one of the videos, but maybe the other one. Did I just turn? Did I say Happy Friday? Did I say Happy Friday? I meant to say Happy Monday. We decided to go to a hotel yesterday that's 5 minutes from the house, so the boys can swim. The boys are on spring break this week, and it's cold here. Obviously, the pools aren't open yet in the Midwest. Well, maybe not obvious to all of you. Here in the Midwest in the United States, it is still early spring. And it is a nice day. It's about 50 degrees today, a high of 57 later on. But the pools don't open until Memorial Day weekend, which is the end of May. And we thought it'd be cool to go to a hotel and let the boys swim in the pool. Swim in the pool. Yep. Robert, I need you to go reply to my Discord message. If you haven't already. Rich people's worries, maybe. Inexpensive, it comes with free dinner, happy hour, free breakfast, and access to the pool. It's a pretty cheap vacation, actually. Pretty inexpensive vacation. Got some 8-bit action, rocking and rolling. I thought I changed this background. Did I not change this background? Are you kidding me? I did. I just forgot to delete the old one. That should fix it. There we go. Boom. Baby Charlie number 1. Yeah, no babies. No babies for Charlie. Where should we get started? Where shall we get started? Let's talk about mobile first. Let's go ahead and chat about mobile a little bit. Brentus, are you here? Brentus, are you watching? I need you to message me, Brentus, if you're here on the live stream, or if you're watching this later, I need you to message me on Discord. The Path of Greatness was announced a couple of hours ago, and this is a 10-day special event that starts later on tonight. It starts in about 9 hours. Season a unique opportunity to upgrade your heroes during the event. You'll be completing different quest chains and participate in various game activities to get lots of rewards for your heroes' improvement. Among other useful resources, you'll have a chance to get skin stones, experience potions, artifact keys, bottled energy, and much more. And then there is a gift here as well. Now, I could be wrong, but just doing a cursory search here, I couldn't find any other Path of Greatness event. I couldn't find anything. I couldn't. So I think this is a brand new thing. Loadrunner hasn't shared any data about it. Not a single mention. So I don't know, guys. I don't know what's going on with this thing. Obviously highlighting Fafnir here. Gold and a very poorly done piece of art, but, you know, that's okay, I guess. It's okay, I guess. It's gonna look. It looks like it's gonna last until the Masquerade skins go live. It appears to be 10 days. Charlie has enough babies in his life with all of us in channel on a Discord and on Facebook Messenger and yeah, no kidding, no kidding. Continuing on the discussion in Hero Wars Mobile, we had this post on Saturday, or maybe it was Saturday. I don't remember. I completely missed this post. I don't know what I did with my life on Saturday. What was I doing with my life on Saturday? But I completely missed this post. But if you had been paying attention to my channel over the past couple of months, we've known what the Masquerade skins have been for a long time. Yasmin, Kark, Julius, and Celeste, right? And it's interesting to see which choices they went with. I do want to share again the original artwork just for the sake of comparison, because I think it'd be fun, right? Here we go. So it looks like, am I in frame? I'm in frame enough. It looks like they did go ahead and stick with the middle row, though they reworked Yasmin. They changed Yasmin because we told them that it looked too much like Helios. Right? Looks like the Celeste, the Julius with the the purple hats, the Kark with the octopus hat and the bird feet, which is honestly so freaking weird to me that this thing has got bird feet. But I tell you what, if birds come down and hit the enemies, like, you know, in the animation, like, you know what I'm saying? Because right now, whenever you knock enemies up in the air with Kark, there's tentacles, right? If birds come down, how ridiculous would that be? Anyway, we don't know the stats yet. I see that people are asking about the stats, and I don't know. That post why we already knew. Yeah. Well, not everybody, I guess. Middle row. Curious what stats Julius, Kark, and Celeste will get. Me too. I got a lot of people that are curious about which super skin is going to happen. I think it's going to be Yasmin. It's a gut feeling. I have nothing to go by with it. Not a thing to go by with it. Are they linking the skins? No, Robert, I think the skin event's going to go live when the 10-day event ends. I think the skin is going to go live when the 10-day event ends. I think, like, right on the line. I don't think it'll be Julius. If it's Julius, though, it's the smartest decision economically. 100%. It is the go-to smartest business sense for them. Because Julius right now is kind of the most popular of these four heroes. You can't argue with the effectiveness of Celeste. But Yasmin and Kark, they fill similar roles on Hero Wars Mobile. And they're both good, but they're not great. And I feel like Julius is great right now. Not only is he great, but he's also super popular. And I think that if they made him get the super skin, people would roll their eyes and be like, oh my gosh, how much are they going to push this guy? But at the same time, it's probably the one that would make the most money, right? The one that would guarantee the most purchases, right? And of course, you can't go wrong with another skin for Celeste. Defensive skin, more damage. I don't think any skin would be wrong for Celeste. Julius obviously needs some tanking assistance. He doesn't have anything, right? He doesn't have anything yet. So an armor skin, a health skin, magic defense skin, physical attack skin. It's probably a critical hit skin if I had to guess. Yeah. Kark, I think people laugh at this a lot, but I think armor penetration might be the best skin for him. Though, did he get an armor penetration skin for the lunar skin? Not the lunar skin, but the... See, I don't play Kark on mobile, so I don't know... Oh, it was physical attack. Yeah. So I think I would want an armor penetration skin on both. I just joined your Discord page. Could someone help me choose best players for mobile game? I will list the players in my next comment. Naked, probably not a good idea to do it here. There's a channel in the Discord. There's a channel in the Discord called like lineups or something. Mobile lineup discussion, probably the best place to go for you. Crit for Kark? I hope not. Not only do you think it will be Julius, says Robert, but also I think it will be physical attack. Mark my words, you heard it here first. All right, Celeste will get health, Yasmin dodge, and Kark physical attack. So I will say this: if Yasmin gets dodge and or critical hit, it's going to be a low priority skin. Oh, you got to ask here. Yeah. That's, you know, you guys can self moderate as best you can. We'll learn more soon. I would bet that they're going to be released on April 1st. Traditionally, they're released on April 1st. But we'll see. We'll see. And then, you know, while we're discussing the skins, you know, the Facebook and web versions, obviously there's no Julius on Facebook and web yet. Maybe sometime in the future. Yasmin, Kark, Celeste. Yasmin, again, same conversation. If Yasmin gets dodge or critical hit, it's going to be a low priority skin. Probably going to be armor or magic defense or potentially even health. And if it's a health skin, obviously it's a no also. I am kind of weirded out a little bit about how Yasmin and Kark are kind of looking deeply into each other's eyes. Yasmin with her 2 eyes and Kark with his 5 eyes. And they're kind of holding hands a little bit. Find it a little interesting. And then, you know, Celeste kind of off to the side. But hey, you know, whatever. And same deal. Celeste is such a good hero all around. I think that any skin that she gets would be a good skin. Magic penetration, magic attack, health, armor, magic defense. I don't think you can go wrong with any skin for Celeste. I think that she has enough stats right now that the new skin would be a lower priority. But yeah, I think a health skin or an armor skin would let me tank with her way more often than I am now. We don't need Julius until July. Too many heroes. Yep. There's no Zisha on Facebook web. Yep. Nope. Let's see. Snaky squid babies. Snaky squid babies. Okay. And it is worth mentioning that we still do not know what the stats are. We don't know what the stats are. Yasmin and Kark can't do anything. Neither of them have anything from the... I mean, you don't know how it all works. You don't know how it all works. On Hero Wars Facebook and web, we have a anniversary event. We are going to have... Whoops, I did not mean to do that. I meant to close that window. We are going to have a couple of giveaways that we're going to start now that I'm back from my little mini vacation. We're going to start giving some stuff away. I've got stuff to give away. We're going to give some stuff away. Yeah, I think so. Not during this live stream because I don't have anything prepared. In fact, I got home from picking up Remy about 17 minutes before this live stream started. Yeah. Joshua says, Charlie, you really made... No, your content has really helped me, and D. Warman always gives me a laugh. Keep on going. I got some funny people in my chat. Some funny people. But thank you so much for the kind words. Thank you so much for the kind words. I thought today we would take a look at this Archdemon thing. And I got a big question for everybody. Look at this. Look at this. So... we don't need to have a video every... Do I need to put out a video every day of the best team to use? Do I need to waste time doing that? That's the first question. I don't think that I do. I think on mobile where they don't have this little top battle thing, because they don't have the top battle thing on mobile anywhere, right? You can just look at the top battles. I don't think I need to do a video on it. So let's not do it. I might mention it offhand as I'm doing videos about different things, but I'm definitely not going to target this. So the question, and a shout out to Cordy. I don't know if you're watching, Cordy, but he asked a question earlier today, and I honestly have no idea how people do this. He asks, so today's buff is energy gain for control heroes and energy gain for mages. Why is this the team? There's not a mage or a control hero on here. I guess Isaac is a control hero, but he doesn't gain energy. Why is this the top team? And how did people figure out that this is the top team? It's mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing. I don't understand it. So, all right. So we have maxed out heroes across the board. Big question mark is the Ascension Tree branches. Is that included in here as well? What was it? Axel. Oh, no, it's Fenris Pet. And why Fenris Pet? Oh, my gosh. So we have Doggo. We're going to go with the same team. Just for the lulls, just to try it out. Let's see this, and then we have to put in Seb. Where are you? Seb, and then Zhu, and then Dorian. All right, why is this backwards? This is supposed to be Fenris, and this is supposed to be Albus. Who comes up with this stuff? Now remember, you only need to get 500 million? You will not get 600 million damage as the top 3. Instead, you get 500 million something. Okay. Got 400 million with team. I assume Asgard counts. Okay. There's the 50 million mark. Okay. 70 million. What's up, Yusuf? Yusuf, I don't think you're in my Discord. I tried to get you fixed up earlier, but I couldn't get you I couldn't add the role to you. I think you recently left the Discord or something. Vishnu, I don't have the stats yet. I got around 360, I think. Ascension and skins count, so I agree with AS. Okay. D. Warman is in the CIA. You know. When it comes to events, though, this kind of makes the whole situation less fun to me. Got 45 seconds left. 1 million damage left to go. 440. Okay. 25 seconds. Zhu finally went down. 460. 470. Timed out at 477. You just got lucky, or can I read the bottom corner of my screen? Orion and Mojo should be the best here because of Mage buff, but nope. I think you only need 300 million. Oh, is it 300? I thought it was 500. It is 300. Okay, perfect. All right, yeah. So who cares? Who cares? But guys, just please don't forget to do this. I think that it does let you go back and do it multiple times in a row if you miss a day, but it's not worth testing out. Just try to remember to do it. It's a lot of free stuff every day, right? 500 skin stones, good stuff. Couple of bit of energy. Some chaos particles. I mean, there's 700 emeralds worth of chaos particles right there, right? Oh, man. Just do it every day. Just do it every day. Why is when I looked, the range was 6 mil down to 50? Tried with the same team. I only got 492. Great question, Anthony. Great question. Great question. I think, as others have guessed, that it does factor in your own personal Ascension stuff. The pepperoni pizza? Yeah. Kind of want some cake right now, actually. I could go for some cake. I could go for some cake. Okay. Huh. Now, in an effort this morning to try to catch up, with people in the top 3, which I was unsuccessful, I went ahead and blew through a lot of my my quiz tickets already. I'm not too excited about it. Very sad, actually. But in the end, I've never once equipped any of the avatars. The Diamond Archdemon. I've never used the Diamond Josephine. I've never used the Diamond Isaac. Or the Diamond Iris. Oh, I guess that's it. I've never unlocked. I've never equipped any of those, so I don't care. I don't care. Oh, I like this skin. The Knight of Comforts. I like that skin. That's a cool skin. I wish that I had a skin like one of these that was a peach, though. Some cool skins in here. Or avatar icons, whatever. Yeah, so I'm kind of bummed out. You guys can rub it in my face, and I'll be okay with that. I am excited about the other events, though. The Happy Birthday Dominion is the main quiz event, right? And then another one will start tonight here in about 8 hours and 40 minutes on web, and 11 hours and 40 minutes on Facebook. The one that will reward you with the avatar based on your highest rank, your record rank, not what rank you are right now, but and then the one that gives you stuff for getting total rank points, right? I want a giant pentagram avatar so I can live up to Lord Lucifer's expectations. I'm probably just going to ask Andrew to give me the diamond avatar, if I'm being honest. You got golden Galahad, so who cares? Yeah, I know. I just, on some level, I am a collector at heart. But I did open up a bunch of Outland chests. I'm pretty excited to be fully prepared for Kark's new skin, whatever it may be. Yeah. Good stuff. And of course, Holiday Hustle's just logging in. I don't remember what this is. I think it's VIP maybe. And then just buy stuff. I bought a couple of emeralds this morning to knock out. I like this Dance Crazy frame. The Infernal Noid avatar. You can always just buy these later. Usually you can buy these for like emeralds or something. Gold, right? Emeralds and gold. Charlie's avatar is a... I don't know what that word is. But you almost got me, Griff. You almost got me. Almost got me. Brentus, if you're here, I need you to message me on Discord. Need to get a hold of you, bud. Need to get a hold of you. Anyway, let's take a look at Guild Wars and Clash of Worlds. See what we've got going on. I did a cleanup earlier today in Guild Wars. Titan cleanup. We got one position left. Ooh, there's a Heidi Iris Dorian line. Interesting. We could just fight this guy, though. Let's knock this out while we have a few minutes. And hopefully I can get these people to respond to me. And away we go. Let's see. What was his name? E-R-E? Oh, I'm not typing E-R-E. There we go. Okay, so 930k. He has actually less power than he did last week. How is that possible? Oh, I'm looking at this backwards. He has more power this week. I'm looking at it backwards. Okay, that's all right. Astaroth, Kark, Isaac, Sebastian, and Dorian. And I used Oliver, Fenris, Mara. Oliver, Fenris, Mara with Albus and Axel. Perfect. Auto. There we go. He's a time traveler, maybe. The 100 Euro Soulstone chest you get after the Archdemon, should we wait to use it for Soulstone? Yeah, Joshua, if you can. If you can afford to wait, then you should. Then you should definitely wait. What's up, crazy kid? What's that community manager and message about? Seems you can invite guild members for playtest. Yeah, we're going to talk about that in just a few minutes, Zul. We're going to talk about it in just a few minutes. It's cool stuff. They should make Dominion City background like Avatar so you can change. Like, so you can change the background? Kayla got silently added. Is Kayla the hero of the month? Did we just clear the tower in the few minutes that I was? Oh no, I was looking at the wrong thing. Looking at the wrong thing there. Is she the hero of the month? Yeah. So Dragon, the hero of the month is always added to the chest. She'll be pulled out afterwards. Unless she's supposed to be in there now. Yeah. Meh. All right. Clash of Worlds. Let's take a look at Clash of Worlds. Do we even have a fight today? We do have a fight today. The Black Rose Nobles. We fought them before, haven't we? We did. We fought them. Oh, when we lost. Uh-oh. Fought them at the beginning of the month. Okay. Well, let's see who I fought. Looks like I did okay. Heroes Bridge. Let's see. Gultz and Squishy on the Heroes Bridge. We're not quite to the Heroes Bridge yet. These teams are too strong. These are different players on the Heroes Bridge. Okay. All right. There's one Squishy team. Okay, so we can't get at him yet. We can't quite get at him yet. I hate that we attack Bastion of Fire first because, like, even this team right here, I would probably struggle with my Earth team. So I gotta like sit on my hands. I just gotta sit on my hands. Check my defense. My defense has probably changed too. Well, all right. I guess it is what it is. Okay. Here we go. So, was it Zul? Zul mentioned this. I think it was Zul. Yeah. This was announced earlier today. I have some info for you about new training mode that was improved. I know that you have been waiting for news about it. This time I came here with quite a unique opportunity. You'll be the first ones to see the changes after the fixes and the general feedback. On top of that, you are also able to invite your guildmates. So we got an early access opportunity here to play test the testing environment, the training, I guess, that was launched a little ahead of time, or that was launched a couple of weeks ago and it didn't do well. Like, it was launched in the middle of the whatever. So because I use an emulator, and they don't want me to use an emulator, although I am going to try it with the emulator. We're going to get access to some kind of training. It says you can invite up to 5 players, but I think we'll probably get a few more there. Mike Madness gifting him. We'll talk about that in just a second. It's going to last until 5 a.m. Central Time, March 23rd. So it might as well be just like March 22nd later in the evening. You'll receive a split test on your account by your UID later on. We'll just switch it off to turn you back to normal. All right, so what's going to happen is I need to grab a couple of players. Hey, Charlie, did you already announce the giveaway for the Masquerade? Nope, have not yet. I'm going to grab a couple of players, and I haven't quite decided yet how I'm going to pick everybody. I don't think that this is any different than the new training ground that was implemented for like a half a day a couple of weeks ago. But we're going to grab a couple players, and I think that I'm going to try to rotate it through a couple of different people based on time zones, because I know some of you are in different time zones, and they wanted me to not necessarily use people from my guild. They wanted me to give it to some of my community as well. Not that I don't love my guild. We'll give one of the guild. Right? It says it has to be in your guild, mate, so it'll only be in your guild. No, I'm different. I'm special, Robert. Yeah. Now again, not that I don't love, I don't appreciate being in the Blue Bloods guild, but the giving access to members of the community, I think, would be more beneficial. So don't get upset if you don't get picked. Please don't. It's going to be it's not max testing, and it's probably going to be implemented game-wide in the next week or two. They just need to get some variety of devices. So I need to find people that have different devices, and not all iPhones or not all the same Samsung device and all of that. And like I said, I'm going to be running it on my emulator, even though they said not to, because they need to try it. They need to try it out. They need to try it on the emulator, even though they say that it's not going to be optimized for BlueStacks. Because I'm not going to use it if it's not going to work on the emulator, right? I'm not going to be able to use it. So we're going to work on that over the next couple of hours today. This was announced earlier this morning, 11 o'clock, I guess, 10:56. No, it was much earlier than that. Oh, it was 9:56. So this is Tim's. This is Tim's post. So he's on the Eastern time zone. Yeah. So I messaged Alina and I was like, hey, we'll get you set up, get you a couple of names. I reached out to D Warman. I think that one of the things that I want to look at is people that are, here in the chat every day. Also, people that have chosen to, as much as I cringe to say this, the people that are, that are paying for the memberships, that have chosen to spend to support me. It's almost pay to win, if you will. So Mike Madness is out here, by the way. Speaking of YouTube guild members, Mike Madness has given out 2. Is it 2? Yeah. Gift of membership. Mr. NCSU. Ah, nice. Mr. NCSU, congratulations. Welcome to the YouTube guild. Light Titan Tank will likely be next. Okay. And then looks like Josh Williams was gifted a membership. Guys, if you are on Hero War, if you're on the Discord, if you have Discord, please reach out to me. We'll get you added to the secret hero channel on my Discord. There they go. There are the alerts coming through. Tip my cap to you and your generosity. Yep, absolutely. And if you're having problems with eyesight, mine is getting bad. Not sure it's from playing the game a couple hours a day, but would like some tips about those special glasses. So I use them. I have them. I use blue light glasses is all. When I stream, there's a reflection in the lens, so I don't like to use them when I stream or when I record. But I spend a lot of time editing video. I spend a lot of time in front of my computer, and I don't know if they actually help, but I use them. These glasses to find his glasses. No, they just got knocked over. I use these them all the time. We have them for the boys too, though they never use theirs. They actually have glasses. They actually have glasses that they have to wear. Yeah. Okay. Well, I think this is a good situation that we've got here. Got plenty of time today. I was like, hey, wait a second here. I want to spend a little bit of time talking about which heroes to level first, which teams to build. And I think we should start with Hero Wars Mobile. We touched on this briefly last week, but when it comes to Hero Wars Mobile, I think that there's some parity and options like there isn't on Facebook and web. And we discussed the Hydra heads a little bit. We discussed the Arena and Guild Wars. Obviously, Grand Arena is what we're looking at here. Global Championships. Whenever you're looking at stuff, it really comes down to a little bit of preference. And I preach that quite a bit, right? I preach build the teams that you want to play. Build the teams that you want to level, I should say. But a lot of it actually is core teams, right? Core members of different teams. Let's see. Tristan and Artemis and Fafnir. Okay, so last week I had mentioned these three core teams. Julius, Judge, Isaac, Jorgen, Faceless, Amira, and Tristan, Artemis, Fafnir. These are three core members of three teams that are meta right now. March 2023. Oh, we got another one. Raven. No, I'm not letting Raven in the secret group. No. He doesn't get it. He doesn't get the Dakota ring. Yeah, so these three here are three teams, these 9 heroes. The first question that you have to ask is, what heroes do you need aside from these? Mobile has 3 must-haves in my mind right now: Fafnir, Amira, and Julius. Okay, so Scott K is narrowing it even further into Fafnir, Amira, and Julius. Okay. There's only one tank in this group. There's no healers in this group. Right. But now I'm green. So you could start with some Hydra killers. You could look at the appropriate heroes to, finish building these teams. It's the core of the meta teams. Exactly. So just pulling these out. Satori Martha. Satori Martha Dorian, maybe? Or, I'm sorry, Celeste Martha Dorian, excuse me. Anvari? What about Zhu and Mojo for boss killing? I don't play for fun. I'm leveling 20 heroes simultaneously. Whew. Oof. What heroes do you need aside from those core heroes? Or is it that the core heroes that you need are dependent on the teams that you want to build? Anvari is good to have to counter Kark. Helios for crit. Okay, I don't disagree with that. So Anvari not only is good to counter Dante, Kark lines, also decent as an off tank, right? So you only have Julius so far. Anvari is a great second take opportunity. Helios, absolutely accurate. Great to counter critical hit heroes: Yasmin, Daredevil, Ishmael, etc. Best heroes to pair with Kira, Sebastian, Jet. Fafnir, I think, is a good choice. Anvari or another tank. Jumojo has kind of fallen off since the Mojo rework. Okay, fair enough. Wonder what the next new hero will be. Jorgenamir, Faceless, Anvari, Helios, Celeste, Phobos, Julius. Those are probably best outside of main team. Jorgenamir, Faceless, Anvari, Helios. Obviously, this isn't the team, but Anvari, Helios. And then we add in Phobos is a great mage counter. Celeste is a great mage and healer. We already have Julius up here. Julius seems like a great tank choice in just about every team, too. It's better to have counters to those 3 cores. David, that's a great argument. That's a great argument. However, the counter to these 3 cores are these 3 cores. Count says Lilith. Jorgen, Faceless, Nebula, or Celeste would be my next 3 to 4 universal supports. Okay. 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 You're referencing Zhu Mojo. Let's see. Oh, I gotcha. I gotcha. Okay. Not sure, but it worked for me. Okay. Okay. Now, instead of like Fafnir, Artemis, Tristan, you could build E3D, right? E3D is, let's see, Dorian, Daredevil, Darkstar, Elmir. You could build this. You could argue that this is actually a weaker team to build right now because it doesn't have any overlap with any of the other teams. You don't really use Elmir, Daredevil, Darkstar, or Dorian in any of the other lines. Some of the other heroes you mix and match in existing lines, but you don't really use any of these in any of the other lines. Nature Team is a great counter. David, who do you use the Nature Team against? KDF is strong, KSJ is good, but I just feel Kira teams are easy to defeat. Okay, hey Charlie. What's up, Jelaine? Oh, I took Faceless off here. I didn't mean to. Nature beats Progress meta. Okay. What's the Wave Nature team then? Alvanor with Thea? Something like this? Darkstar? Darkstar instead or including Darkstar? Aurora, Mushi, Alvanor, Mojo, Thea. I don't know where Aurora is. This team? Corvus, Morgan, Martha. And that's, yeah, we haven't even talked about Corvus and Morgan yet. Mr. NCSU says Corvus, Morgan, Martha, Celeste, Astaroth, Kark, Jorgen, Satori, Ishmael, Dorian, Phobos. Pick 2 to pair with KSJ on mobile. What, pick any 2? Pick any 2 from that list? The biggest mystery of Hero War is why some people never get Cleaver. Don't use Dorian with KSJ, doesn't it? Yep. Satori with KSJ. Aurora, Mushi, Alvanor, Mojo, and Thea, or could use Orion also. I know it has been so quiet. I feel that's going to have a comeback at some point. I don't disagree with you there. Now, again, and I should have mentioned this at the top, I'm definitely less of a mobile player than I'm a Facebook and web player, but I think it's definitely worth discussing and something that I wanted to get out of the way. So if the Way of Progress, Fafnir, Artemis, and third team is the meta teams that you see a lot, then I think it would behoove you to build a Way of Nature team. Maybe Way of Nature is the team that everybody should be building right now. Way of Nature to counter the prevalence of the Way of Progress teams. Build E3D to counter the... No, I'm sorry. Build this team with some various supports here and there to counter Fafnir, Artemis, Tristan. Maybe that's the way. Nature still loses the Fafnir, Artemis. So you need the Way of Progress. You need the Way of Progress lines to beat that off. Behoove? Yeah, it behooves you. That is a real word, behoove. I promise. I don't know. It's an interesting conversation. I would like to put together a definitive 2023, heroes that you should level on Facebook and web. I'm sorry, on mobile. But I do feel like it is more meta dependent. I think it's more meta and server dependent than what Facebook and web is dealing with because of the huge variety of heroes that you can take to fight the Hydra heads. Because of the huge variety of heroes that you can take and be somewhat successful against the Hydra heads. Of the 6 different elements of Hydra heads, right? I think that it's a better conversation of what teams do you see on your server, right? Lean behind Faceless, okay. The new skin plus will be Julius physical attack. Yeah, Robert called that. Robert called that earlier. I don't know. I think on Facebook and web it's way easier, but at the same time, way more difficult. I need to change these up. Stop trying to get him. You'll get him. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Gil only cares about global. I guess I should. I guess I shouldn't say meta teams on your server though. I should say the meta teams that you see. Right. Yeah. So Facebook and web is very straightforward. It's very straightforward. You have to build these 5 heroes. You have to, right? As of right now, March 2023, you have to build these 5 heroes. You don't have to max them, though. You need to max Isaac and you need to max Sebastian. The other 3, you can leave them around 100K, probably. Or, 70% of your Isaac and Sebastian. You need these. And then I think you need... And I'm going to group heroes together. Support. I'm going to kind of group together support into healing, control, support. I'm grouping those all together. I think you need Celeste to counter healing. I think you need Morgan to counter revives. I think you need Jorgen. I think you need Arachne. And I have Maya on the list also. I want to spend some time expanding on all of these reasons, all these choices, but I think these are the 5-ish control support heroes that you have to have. Yeah. Now, the DPS heroes that you have to have, I think, is very small. I think this is all you need right here. I think of all the damage dealing heroes that you have to have, obviously Zhu is in line as well. But I think because Dante is so popular, I think you have to have this guy. You know, all the critical hit heroes that are around, I think you got to have this guy. And I think you have to have Iris. Phobos. I don't think you need Phobos. But I think that he would be handy. All right. So you have about 13 heroes here. Right? You've got about 13 heroes here. And then you have to have decisions about tanks. Right? You have to have a tank decision. If you're looking for tanks that are strong against Osh, Aurora is good, Corvus is good, Rufus is good against Osh, right? I would say that you only need to pick 2 tanks anymore. You know, Cleaver is good, but not as good against Osh. Let's see, Astaroth is good, but again, not as good against Osh. Different use cases. I think that Luther has a place. I think that Shaba has a place. I don't think that any of the tanks are a bad choice, but there are better for different, options. More offensive tanks, more defensive tanks, but you really need to pick like just 2 tanks. Just pick like 2 tanks. If I had to pick between specific tank choices, I would probably do 2 of these. And if I had to narrow it down further, I think I would do these 2. Since I know Corvus can tank all of the big frontline damage dealers, I think that I would go with these 2 if I had to choose 2. Rufus should be top of that list against the servers with Iris Metas, yeah. Astaroth is pretty good overall. I don't disagree. But I think that we use enough off-tank heroes, Arachne and Morrigan, a lot of damage dealers that you choose. Isaac can tank, right? What about Mushi and Shroomy? I don't know yet. I don't know. And then for damage dealers, again, I don't think the damage dealers matter as much as they used to. Good damage dealers for PvP would be Yasmin and Dante is somewhere, also very popular. Not as good. Dante's not as good for Asgard, I don't think, as Yasmin is. I think Yasmin is slightly better choice overall because of that, but also a worse choice because she's easier to counter. But you can't ignore how popular Dante is and how effective he is in PvP. We already have Iris being used. We already have Iris being picked as a must-have damage dealer. I think Ishmael is a fine choice. I think there's a load of mages that are a fine choice. Orion, Satori, Lilith. Amira, I think, is a great choice. No, it's going to really depend on where you want to excel. Reworked Ishmael is a great tank opener. Reworked Ishmael is pretty strong. Pretty strong. Pretty strong. What are we talking about here? Corvus is quite specific to the team that supports him. Not only that, he needs to be heavily invested in. Yeah, I'm assuming that we're talking about, long-term investment here, though, Raven. Dante and Yasmin suck for the Great Storm. Yeah. I think that some of the great damage dealers like Kark or Dante have their moments, but are terrible in other parts. Oh, 100%. And I think you can make that statement about all heroes. There's no hero that's good everywhere. No hero that's good everywhere. Anyway, I want to spend some time working on a must-have hero list. I think it's really important now that we're coming into the 7th. Is it the 7th? Are we starting the 8th year or are we starting the 7th year on Facebook and web? I don't know. Chaba is the best hero in the game. All right, I think we probably had enough live stream for today. Who gave that person a green name? Who gave that man a green name? Isn't that all of them? Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. But, you know, you're not really wrong for leveling up Kark. You're not wrong for leveling up, I don't know, Shaba. All right. Mira must definitely be on your must-have heroes list. Joshua, why is that? I disagree with you very, very significantly. Unless we're talking about mobile, Amira is not a necessary hero on Facebook and web. Definitely a fun hero, and if you don't have other heroes instead, then sure. Kapusta and Kilbasa. Yikes. All right. Misty Cock. What was this? Was this missing? Yeah, I'm not surprised, John Knox. Yeah, I heard about all that. Talking mobile? Yeah, Amira is great on mobile. She's great on Facebook and web too. Like, don't get me wrong, Amira is great on Facebook and web too, but Amira, Faceless, and Jorgen can be a good start to a Fafnir, Artemis, Tristan counter team. I meant both Facebook web and mobile, but I thought Amira were used by most players. I mean, yeah, she's definitely usable, Joshua. She's just not required for PvE or PvP. She's not required anywhere. You know, when you think about like efficient heroes that are must-have heroes, you know, these are the kind of heroes that you think about for Facebook and web. Like you need these 5, and really you kind of need these 5 as well. You could argue that you don't need Jorgen, really. Probably don't need Jorgen, although great choice in some instances. Yeah. Corvus Kark works better than Bob 1. Yep. Yeah. Bob 1 used to be awesome. Did it? Satori with Amira, definitely. For mobile must-have, I would say Amira, Jorgen, Faceless, Julius, Phobos, Astaroth is close to it too. Okay, nice. Funny now that I'm making this list, I realize it's all the energy control. How about that? Don't forget Amira doesn't have all of her skins yet. Why is it that she doesn't have all of her skins yet, but heroes like Zisha have like 17 skins already? But Joshua, I'm not downplaying the effectiveness. Like Amira is really, really strong. She's a really strong part of the team that counters Fafnir, Artemis, Tristan, though. Yeah, it all boils down to that. Like, you know, where do you have the conversation about the efficient heroes that you should level, have to level, versus the heroes that you want to level, right? And if and when I ever actually do a video like this, I'll tell you what I'm doing actually is I need to get data from last week's City of Asgard. I need to rewatch the live stream from Friday and pull those. The fact that we can't look at the log for the City of Asgard from previous weeks is one of the most frustrating. As a content creator, it is one of the most frustrating things to deal with. That I can't look at this. Like, I got to go back and look at screenshots and recordings of it. Super frustrating. All right, well, I haven't seen or played with my dog in 2 days, so I'm gonna go do that now. I also haven't eaten any food today. Haven't had anything to eat today except for a protein shake. I guess that's something. So I need to go do that. We will get back at it tomorrow, 12 p.m. Central Time. That is 5 p.m. UTC. I want to thank everybody for hanging out. Had a good live stream today. A couple of new members, Mystery and CSU, and Joshua got the other one. Who got the second one? Raven got one. And Joshua Williams. get you guys added to the hero channel. Hope to see all of you back here tomorrow. I love you all. Good luck in Dominion.